Hi, good morning, Facebook family, friends, social media. I'm Dr. Valerie Small here again, just to invite you to listen to my podcast today with Bonnie Harrison and myself. And we have a guest speaker with us who has been tuning in, and he gave us his perspective on the cracked door. So the podcast is part 2 of the cracked door, what we've been talking about for the last 2 weeks. So I just want to remind you to click on and listen to the podcast today. But before I close, I want to just say a couple of things out there, and I want to send my condolences to Archbishop Brown's family, his daughter Tawana E. Brown. I'm very saddened by the loss of this great man of God. And I remember him over 30-something years ago when I first gave my life to God. And it was at Pilgrim Church. He was known to me as Pastor Brown at the time, but he was really a father figure. And he has had such a tremendous impact in our society, and especially within the African American community. This man was definitely a man that really made a difference, and he really made a change, and he called about change. He spoke those things that were not as though they were. And one thing that will, matter of fact, 2 things that will stay with me that he said, and it has been carrying me all my life, that, and especially in the church community, where he said, you can't get blood from a turnip. You cannot give what you don't have. And that has really kept me, and I have persevered from that for many years, because sometimes you show up in these different spaces and they're asking for things from you and of you and to meet other needs, and sometimes you just don't have it. And if you do have, you have it for something else. But he has always said, you cannot get blood from a turnip, and don't feel guilty if you are not in a position to do something, and you cannot give what you never had. In addition to that, he is definitely, and he definitely was an example of what my dear friend Carrie Ruff always says: successful people move differently. This was a man that definitely moved differently. I mean, he took, in Brooklyn, New York, in Bushwick, he took action and changed Central Avenue to, I think it's called Hallelujah Square. He changed Schaefer Street to Joy Way. He took Culver Street and named it something else. This man had vision for not only the church, but for the community. And he also gave the community hope, in addition to many churches. I remember first meeting Bishop T.D. Jakes at Pilgrim Church. I remember when the Winings came to Pilgrim Church, and they used to minister on a regular basis, CC and BB Wining. So this man created a platform for so many people that we see now that's out there that has fame and success. And I remember them at Pilgrim Church. That's right there in Bushwick, Brooklyn, on Central Avenue, which is Hallelujah Square. And I just want to say thank you, Tawana E. Brown, for being a daughter and loaning us your father for the season. It's not always easy to be a preacher's kid, as they say. And I know there's a number of things that you've gone through with lending your father to the community. But I want to thank you personally, Tawana. I want to continue to pray. We should continue to pray for Pastor Deborah Crow, who is now in charge. And we should pray for all of the Pilgrim assemblies as well. And I know God is just saying, my son, you were a good and faithful servant. Job well done. Hats off to you, Archbishop Roy E. Brown. But I remember you as Pastor Brown, as a father, as a spiritual father who taught me how to pray and how to worship. And now I know you up there, wherever up there is, or I know you in your transition. I know you now see the late Bishop McKinley as well, and you're probably having a party. So again, just rest in peace. So again, ladies and gentlemen, Facebook fans and family, again, let's pay tribute to the man of God, if you know him. And even if you don't know him, I'm more than positive if you Google him, you'll find out all the spectacular things he has done for humanity. And let's just keep the Pilgrim Assemblies in prayer. Let's keep his daughter, Tawana E. Brown, in prayer. And let's remember to pray for Deborah Crow. I have to say, again, remember, successful people move differently, according to Kerry Ruff. And I'm Dr. Valerie Small with a little bit of small advice, making things happen. Have a great day.